Hey historians, welcome back to another great, what's hopefully going to be a great episode, or I should say video. I'm actually really excited right now. I'm going to try to match up as best I could. But back at this parking lot and right next to this water tower, this is the original Pet Semetery site. This is in the movie, Stephen King movie, the 1989 Pet Semetery, the original one. This is where the stuff was set up, and I believe this is it. When I've watched videos, I know it is because those are the rocks that line up. Some of the stuff is newer, but the rocks, if you look from the movie, the rocks were still there, leaned up against the the pile. It's really grown in, but this is it. It's right. Yeah, we actually Googled it and the whole nine, and it's 317 High Street in Ellsworth, Maine, and this is the spot. And if you look at a lot of videos, people do walkthroughs and stuff. There's a lot. If you look at Pet Semetery filming sites, you see the blue tower in the background. And these rocks were the ones that were brought in. They had the rock mound. Right here is where the big wooden trees were, where Lewis and them climbed up top to go to the burial ground, which is actually in another part of Maine, Acadia National Park, where the McMark ground is. But this was it's grown in. They've clear cut a little bit, but this is like where his dog spot was, so to speak. And the big archway, I believe, was right here. The big archway to the Pet Semetery when they came in. The crew parked there. And here's the archway. Would have been. And they use this little spot here, which is kind of cool. There's actually a Dice Arts right next door. And, of course, Ellsworth is next to Hancock, where the Pet Semetery house is. So, yeah, this was where Pet Semetery was. This is where they came, and his dog Spot was. And they said sometimes dead is better, and the dead speak is what he said. And there's nothing that remains anymore. I mean, it's been 30-something years, but this is definitely it. If you look at locations, you see the rock tower there. The water tower there with the parking lot, and this is pretty much it. It's kind of cool. There's an X here. There's really not a lot of remnants or remainders of anything. What's that white thing under that tree? There's really nothing here. Oh, just birch. From the movie set. It's all deteriorated. People have picked it away. But that's killer. I'm kind of awestruck right now because I wanted to come here for a while, and it's cool. There's the rock pattern. Yeah, I wonder if it might have went deeper. Let me see it a little bit. I'm going to walk a little bit because it may have went deeper. Now that I think about it, they may have came into this clearing. I'm trying to think. This might have been... Whoa! This might have been it. Spiderweb. This might have been more it. I think this was more it. Because there's the rock pile. There's another rock pile. And that's where the trees were. This is it. This is where it was. Because there's the rock piles still here. You can screenshot that from the movies. We found it, historians. I knew that was part looked familiar because of the rocks. But I remember these pile of rocks. I was like, there's way more rocks than that, I was thinking. And then I remember this part, and this is where you see, and I believe the wood was right here, the wooded mound, and this is where they climbed over. I don't even know if the tower was there then, but I remember the rocks were there and there. So this is the Pet Semetery. This is what, because it was more open in the videos. I'm like, this is grown in, but it hasn't grown in that much, so sweet. Wow, very cool. They found a little plot of woods and said, let's just do it here, and so, wow, my Pet Semetery filming sites are coming to an end. I went to the Bangor Waterworks department. That's where they shot Graveyard Shift inside. Went to a couple other places, honestly, so I'm getting pretty low on places to see in Maine. I've kind of, but there's the famous rock pile. Just gonna take some pictures. We're gonna head out. Me and Scott Funeral watching, drove all the way out from here. Go check it out. So thanks for watching, historians. Be sure check out like the Grim Life Collective Pet Semetery sites or whatever. They check out a lot of that, and they do this here. And then Baby Ghoul actually took a cross like this. See, this has got nails in it. Why would a piece of wood have nails in it way out here, especially when the nails look old? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like.